Ethan here, and I just want to say, I want to talk about gaming for a bit. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about it, and some people say that they game a lot and it's okay. And other people say that you can't game if you want to have a business and succeed and all that kind of stuff. And I just want to put my 2 cents in and put this to bed because I used to be a gamer too. I think I still am by the definition of the term, but I used to do a lot of gaming. I used to play a shit ton of League, and it didn't exactly help. Here's what happened. I used to play a ton of League, right? Shit used to consume my life. Not to the point of being a hermit in a cave, just playing League all day for 22 hours, sleeping for one. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But what happens though is like I just got really disconnected from life for a bit. Here's the thing, right, about gaming. There are some pros and some cons. The pros are that you get to connect more to your imagination, which is always a good thing to do. You get to relieve some stress. If you're feeling stressed out, you can always go into a game and release a little bit and enjoy that shit, which is pretty cool. And on the other hand, the cons now are that, for one, it can sometimes lessen your drive for real life shit because you're enjoying imagination so much that sometimes it can make your actual lust for life go away a little bit. And the other con is that time, right? When you're gaming, you're spending time outside of reality. So you're spending time doing something. It's imaginary. Even though it's cool, it's still imaginary. It's not exactly real on every front, right? Unless your profession is gaming, in which case that is part of your reality. But for most people, gaming is like an escape, right? And when you're doing that, you are escaping reality, which isn't a bad thing in itself. It's not bad. It's just that when you do that too much, now you're spending the majority of your time, or maybe even a sizable amount of your waking hours, your waking time, outside of actual real life, right? And that can have some pretty big consequences. You can, I believe in Kaizen. I believe in improving every day in small amounts steadily. And it leads to huge rewards over time, right? But when you're gaming that much, it's very hard to Kaizen because it's hard to pick something to actually have a small but significant improvement on a daily basis, right? So you can kind of lose skills that you might have had before. I mean, I'm not saying you're gonna figure out how to write because you game a lot. I learned to code myself when I was 9, and I was gaming for years, and I never really lost my coding skills, right? I never lost them that much. But what I'm saying is you can kind of loosen up and lose some of you wouldn't be as tight. You just wouldn't be on top of your stuff as much if you're gaming that often. So my advice is you can game. You can just game if you want to, right? But you have to have two things in mind. One, how much do you have my shit together? Right? Oh, first question, how much do you have my shit together? And based on that answer, you will decide how much you want to game. Because you should not be gaming if you still have to build a lot of things. If your shit isn't quite together, you shouldn't really be gaming. First question. And second question should really be, how much am I gonna game? If you're building and you're grinding and you do what you have to do, you want to game for 10 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, that's okay. It's not really a big deal, But I'm just saying, as a guy who used to be a gamer for a good long period, the real reason why games can be an issue, and most people don't say this because they don't know this, they don't see it this way, but the way I see it, the real reason why games can be an issue is because they let you open up a door and just walk right out of real life for a second. And that is dangerous when it's overdone, all right? So it's not the best idea, to game crazy amounts, but it's fine if you have control over it and you're cool with it. All right, so it all depends on what you're going for, what your ambition is, how your control over it is, and things like that. And that's really about it. There's nothing else that's a huge issue in this situation. That's the general idea of it. That's what happens, and it's up to you to decide how you want to go, how you want to use your time and to spend your time, and what you want to be able to do with your time. So that's about it, guys. Next video.